Welcome back to Just Talking with Dan and Seb. I'm Dan.
And I'm Seb, and today we're joined by TikTok star, or upcoming star, Zane Holmes.
Hello.
Now, we've seen quite a few of your videos before we actually knew that we could get you on our podcast.
Yeah, I didn't realize up until Alison messaged us that I didn't know you lived in Perth.
Oh.
Quite a small place. But
Yeah. Well, because I knew... I didn't know your name, but I had seen a lot of your videos come up, and I was familiar. So when Alison told me your name, and I googled it, I was like, "Oh, this guy!" I was like, "Cool, that's epic."
Cool.
I don't know. So tell us a bit about.
would you like to tell the world what you do for all the people that
Yes.
haven't seen your TikToks?
Okay, so my TikTok channel is basically centered around commentary videos, I would say. So it's very like I just give my opinion on things, or I put like a compilation of what I enjoy. I don't know, like
Fair enough.
Entertainment.
Yeah, entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And well, from what I've seen, you've had like little series things that you do, like one of them's Daily Dose of Good.
Yeah. So okay, so yeah, I've had different series. So with Daily Dose of Good, that one's sort of about. I try to like it was kind of I started it in the middle of the pandemic because I was like, there's so much bad news going on. Like we got to get some like good news out there. So I decided to make like a series where I found good news and then shared it, and it seemed to do well. People were craving it, and I did upload one 2 days ago, so it's still continuing.
Yeah.
So
Did you do you think your TikTok career kind of took off in a way, would you say, as a result of the pandemic, and that?
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
Like when I look back on it, my peak was sort of last year, like March-ish. So sort of when lockdown started.
Well, you just hit 2.6 million, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah, like in the last 2 weeks, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ever since then, so I kind of think the start of the pandemic was also in like sort of sequence with me starting more commentary videos. So I think the commentary videos really pushed my channel because before then I was doing a lot of animation.
Yeah, I saw. I scrolled right back.
Yeah.
I did.
So
I went right to the very beginning.
So I was doing a lot of animation. I did a little bit of comedy, and then like I started to get a little bit burnt out with comedy because like it's hard to think of new things and like
Definitely.
And then like you do something, and then someone else will say, "Oh, I did that before you," and then it becomes really.
It's always hard to jump on the new trend as well, and make new trends, unless you're like a creative wizard.
Yeah.
It's very hard to manifest
Yeah.
And
things all the time.
Did you when you started doing TikTok, was it like, oh, I'm gonna try and get really big and make lots of videos? And
No, because like I started in 2018, so like TikTok was not big, and it was sort of like it was shunned upon.
It was it was
Very true.
If you had the app downloaded, like I sort of like hid it from people that I had it downloaded.
I downloaded. I mean, I had Musical.ly and I made Musical.lys, but I downloaded, and then I deleted it.
That was very bad music.
Yeah. And I deleted it because just people stopped doing it. And then I re-downloaded TikTok probably late 2018 or something. Yeah. And I was like, oh, it's a joke, guys. I'm just taking the piss. Like it's TikTok. Huh?
It's quite funny how it came. It was like a cringe, like Musical.ly 2 kind of thing, and then people started taking the piss out of it, which made it kind of like, everyone has it now.
Yeah. It went from Musical.ly 2 to like Vine 2, and that change is like
made
incredible.
I mean, and it sort of has elements of both now, like TikTok, because Musical.ly was mostly like dance stuff and music orientated, hence the name. But TikTok, definitely gained a lot of that, like Vine, the comedy stuff and the.
And I know for a fact they actually try to distance themselves from Musical.ly because like when I joined. So there's like a Australian creator group. Yeah. So like when I joined that, one of like the things to like getting verified was like you cannot make like Musical.ly style videos.
Oh.
So like
really?
Yeah.
That's one of the criteria.
Yeah. So it's like, well, that's what I remember. So like maybe don't quote me. But I'm pretty sure there was like a heavy emphasis on like I remember seeing like don't make those like transition like type videos. Like obviously you have people like 3 Corey. Yeah. They like make like different style transitions.
The transition thing did become big, but it was in a different way to TikTok.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was more well done. Like it wasn't like you're just moving the camera around.
Well, I remember because my little sister used to make Musical.lys all the time, like literally like 40 a day. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding. I'm not like just and her videos were like just you know the thing you do
Yeah.
that, and then you stop it, and then you go into 3 times, and then you shake the camera a little bit, and just that's every single one of her videos.
Yeah.
Would you call TikTok like your career, and would you like try and sustain it for as long as possible?
Okay, so we were talking about a little bit before.
Yeah,
like,
I said
I
before
am going to university at the moment, so I am doing screen production and journalism. So I have an interest in that. Like, obviously, if I can make TikTok my career, that's the end goal. But
just TikTok? Do you want to like branch out? You have a YouTube channel.
Yeah. Trying to get there.
Yeah, it is.
There's like
it is
one
really
video.
Hard. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm trying to. Yeah, I do want to branch out eventually, but I think like having that safe net of like going to university and everything. Like, obviously, like you got to be smart about it. Like,
well, it's always going to be risky, isn't it?
So obviously, I want to branch out, but we're slowly getting there.
Yeah. And what are you doing at university?
Screen production and journalism.
Right. So I asked you before, but what you want to do? Documentaries, you said.
Yeah.
And like direct them and be in them, and
so a bit of both. So like the things I've seen that I've kind of like I kind of like 60 Minutes and like Sunday Night, those type of like expose like documentaries. So like that type of thing. So like I'm in my opinion, I'm pretty sure it's like the journalist does everything.
Yeah.
With 60 Minutes and Sunday Night. So like that type of thing. That's kind of
that's
what
fair.
I'm
And
well, you certainly have the skills to be able to like research.
Yeah.
What I've seen,
And is that what do you have at the moment now, like since going, people are watching my videos, do you have like a schedule? Or you just make videos when you want to make them? Do you do it in bulk? Like, what's the process?
No, so it's every day.
Every day? You post every day now?
Yeah.
And you make videos every day?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I try and, so it gets a little bit hectic. There's been a few days where I've missed. Because it's just like...
It is hard. It's because I told you before, since we started filming the podcast and we break it down to little clips and stuff, and that's every day. Not every day on between YouTube and Instagram. It's every day, and TikTok. It is a lot, like to maintain that. Yeah. And I can imagine, and I pretty much am editing every day. Yeah. And I said before, because I noticed on your TikTok videos, there's no filters or anything. Like you do that all edited in Premiere. Do you shoot on your phone, microphones? What's the like?
Oh, okay. So I shoot the main video on my phone, and then like the commentary side of it. And then if the audio is pretty bad, so I have a mic at home. So
so you dub?
Not the main video, but like the voiceover.
Yeah.
So I used to do it on my phone, but then it like got a little bit. So I'm not the best at it, but I'm getting there with the mic. So I'm trying my best with the mic. So
It's quite helpful that like the vocation of TikTok kind of, it helps your journal, like what you want to do, your safety net.
Yeah.
So it kind of balances each other out. It's kind of it's similar in a way, but it's just one's 60 seconds and the other one's like
and
a feature.
Yeah. And when did you? I didn't check. I wasn't checking dates when I was scrolling through. But when did you like start making like the content you're doing now, like the little mini documentary kind of?
So it was kind of a progression. So like it was sort of testing the water. Sort of, I would say like February of like 2020.
Really? Oh, so not that long ago.
No. So it would be about February 2020. So maybe a year ago now. And then like by March, it sort of became like full blown. Like because like at that point, all my other videos weren't doing well. And the commentary videos were doing much better. So like obviously,
so you're like, that's what people want to see.
Yeah. And then I like also enjoyed like showing off my skills on like my digital media skills, editing and all that. So I was just like, I'll roll with it.
Fair enough.
How long does it usually take you to like create one of your little videos?
See, I think the research will probably take the longest. Like trying to find something, especially because like every day I have to post something new, so it's really really hard to like come up with a new topic. But the actual editing will take like 2 to 3 hours.
Wow, so that's fair.
For every video?
Yeah.
And you have to go, because you got to go through find like stock footage and clips that people have taken for the... Yeah. That is a lot. So I asked you before about like how you got into editing and stuff before when we weren't recording. Do you want to explain that a bit more?
Okay. So like, do I talk about maybe...
Well, who got you into making videos?
Were you always into filmmaking? Like, was that a thing that you wanted to do?
So I think since I was little, I kind of had a fascination for like media and things like that, because I still remember like in year 1, I made a like PowerPoint on hyenas. So random. But I remember so vividly, like year 1, like I made a PowerPoint.
Did you learn anything about hyenas?
No. I still know nothing. Anyway, so since then, like I had but like media class at school. So I think that helped me progress a little bit, and like it eventually got me onto like, so my dad bought me Camtasia for one of my birthdays.
I have no idea what that is.
So that's basically like a rundown Premiere Pro.
Right, so it's just really...
No, yeah, I do know that. Because
Yeah.
my
I've
mate used to
never
use it back in the day.
Yeah.
Who? Your dad?
No, my mate just...
Oh.
No, yeah. So I started filming on that, and like me and my friend Nicholas, who I don't know where he is now, he's long gone, but he was like my best friend in year 4. He got me into like YouTube. So like back then it was like still a very, very new thing.
Yeah.
So I started like making YouTube videos. I'm not going to say on where.
Yeah.
We've both had bad cringe old YouTube channels.
Like I used to like make like unpacking, what is it, like those
little styrofoam.
No. What was the toy that came in the trash bin?
The
Trashies?
I do remember
I
that.
have no idea.
No, they used to sell them at, like Coles and Woolies and
Yes.
shit.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Trash pack.
Trash
Thank
pack.
you.
I was thinking of Mighty Beans, but it wasn't. It wasn't those.
I also collected them, but
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were like
didn't film
squishy
them.
as well.
Yeah. So I filmed like unboxing them. I used to film like Minecraft videos, and then I would like, I didn't record the screen, but I would like put the camera here and
I've
film the
always
screen.
I've thought about when I was little. I always thought about, I should definitely start making Minecraft videos.
Yeah.
You know,
You never
You
did.
love Minecraft.
you love
Might
Minecraft.
as well.
Might
yeah.
as well make Minecraft videos.
Dan
yeah.
used to...
What were you gonna say?
No. He used to just come up with the weirdest, stupidest things for try and make excuses for YouTube videos.
I started a YouTube video.
I'm going to be reading nursery rhymes in different accents.
my first video I
Love
made on YouTube was obviously the biggest waste of a video, and not that I make YouTube videos anymore, but to everyone that wants to start a channel, don't make a video called like "Welcome to my channel" because it's a pointless video if no one's currently watching.
Yeah.
Like as in no one wants to know who you are before they know who you are. So it's like if you've got 0 subscribers and it's like your 6 friends are like watching a video, you don't need to make a video.
At least you had 6 friends.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
so it's like
we did make a podcast trailer thing.
yeah, but that's different. That's like a promo. That's not like hi, we did
say that.
We did actually say that, but you know what I mean. It's
Yeah.
you need to have content, which I didn't ever. I never. 3 of my videos was sorry guys, I didn't upload this week.
I was talking to Dan, and the thing that got us into filmmaking, I mean, we both agree, was do you remember the iMovie trailers?
Oh yeah.
On the iPads as well. We used to
I
bang those out.
I used to smash them out. Just a couple on the weekend. I'd just be pumping out iMovie trailers with my sister. Just like
They were so epic.
they were
Like,
so epic.
Yeah.
You just felt cool.
They would just make anything cool. Like
You just pointed it. Like I just honestly, my dog. Like I've got one with my grandparents just sitting, like drinking coffee, and it's cool because there's just like, you know,
one day.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just it's
the
very
scary one was the best one as well.
yeah, the scary one.
Oh
that-
yeah.
The suspense one.
I think I remember making one with that, and it was like a killer teddy bear, and it was like at my friend's sleepover. Oh my goodness! Like,
I did one of those with a Mickey Mouse toy. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the same. It's just everyone does the same. I did it because my brother used to do it. My older brother.
Same.
Yep. Everyone is always anyway. Just
I just did it through school because they said, "Oh, make a
Make
thing
an
on your
iMovie trailer."
iPad."
and because of that, then I was like, dude, iMovie trailers are for kids, and I started like making videos on iMovie, and then I just. Yeah, I don't know. I just kept going and fell into like... And then people assume... I don't know. Do people do this with you? Like, I do a lot of video editing. People assume I'm really good with computers. This happens to me all the...
I mean, outside of the video editing realm.
Yeah,
like,
this is what I mean. People
no,
like just
yeah,
people
yeah.
like my parents, oh, Dan, the Wi-Fi's not working.
Oh, yeah.
Can you like... And most of the time I just turn off and on. It's just, you know,
Yeah.
IT crowd. But like people always assume like at school, everyone thinks because I'm on my computer doing stuff all the time that I'm really good at like...
Yeah, so
like,
every time at school, like when the teacher would be like, "Oh, my projector's not working," or like this or that. Like,
Zane, can you fix it?
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Just get a kid.
What? Yeah,
I know, it's not...
Yeah,
I,
Kid
I
designed
understand.
it.
I think people don't get this. But it's like... what was I going to say? I just completely lost my train of thought.
It's like what, Dan?
Yeah, I just totally forgot.
What is it like?
I don't know what it's like.
You do a thing. Dan does a thing where
Yeah.
when he gets really stressed, he thinks that he's arguing with someone when he isn't.
You're just having a go at me now.
Yeah, I am.
Fair enough.
Because before we came here,
Well,
I don't know.
It was pretty intense.
Turn this into a
getting here
clip
today.
for all I care.
Right.
But I don't know why. This is completely unrelated. But like on the way here, he was like stressing. He was driving. He was like on the verge of speeding. We were going so fast.
I wasn't speeding, bro.
Yeah, you wasn't speeding.
It's close.
Anyway, but you were like really stressed. You're like, oh, and then like whenever someone would ask you something, you're just like, man, just calm. I'm like,
I
I
know. Because it was intense. We barely got here for your dad to let us in this room. It was very stressful. It was stressful stuff.
I know everything's fine. Okay, I'm like,
Yeah. I can't remember what I was gonna say.
You just reiterate what people say, but just in an aggressive tone.
Yeah. Oh, and then leading on to because people thought that I was good at computers, so I was like, maybe I should just have a little look at the. So then I kind of thought I was good at computers. So I was at one time when I was probably in like year 3.
Felt like a hacker, did you?
Yeah. A teacher asked me. I won't lie. One time a kid was like, Daniel, my computer's being slow, and I pulled up Terminal on a Mac. Do you use Windows or?
I used Windows for a long time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's just like the little.
It's just the thing we put in like commands.
And I just wrote all this bullshit and then just restarted their computer. But I was probably about 10 and I just messed with them. I thought it was funny. But when I was I was in year 3 or something, a teacher asked me to fix the projector and I accidentally flipped it 180 upside down. And I didn't know what I did because I was just pressing buttons.
Yeah.
And I had a full meeting with the deputy principal of the school for accidentally flipping the projector when I was 8.
Wow.
It was pretty intense
You're
stuff.
an idiot.
Yeah, I know.
They get so petty sometimes though, so let's not go there.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy school? Was school a fun experience for you?
Yeah. I mean,
that was very unsure.
That was not a confident.
I mean, oh my goodness. So
we're about to get deep.
Get into it.
Well, okay, so no, it was good primary school,
Fair.
and then like I think the transition from primary school to high school, like everyone is like
Everyone goes a bit like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's the
I don't know one person who doesn't like themselves in year 7.
well, it's big fish, small pond.
Yeah.
Small fish, big pond.
Yeah, like 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like like obviously like bullying's a thing, but I feel like to some extent everyone got bullied. Like I feel like everyone's so on edge and everyone's like so like protective about themselves and like they don't want anything bad to be said about them that they're so defensive. Like there's some people who I was like, I got to admit, like absolutely rude to, but like now we're best friends. Like I'm going to someone's party after this. They're like, apparently, we had the biggest beef and now I'm going to her party, like this afternoon and it's her 18th and it's like, she thinks like I'm special enough to come to, go to her thing. Like, so I think like there's a lot of people, like I had a lot of issues. Like I think I had to move schools because of bullying. So like
same happened for me back in primary school.
So I had my guard up a lot, and I think like when I went to the new school, like it was like all defense mode, like because I hated, like I had to like stick up for myself and like
It's the story of my life.
Yeah, I get that as well.
So like, thankfully, after all this time, like people haven't held a grudge, but I feel like there would have been a high chance that people like I would have been the most hated person. Like,
fair enough.
Yeah.
I understand that. But it's a good. You've clearly like you're here and you've done something.
We always look, but Dan and I both got bullied over the course of high school.
We've talked about it a lot.
It's theater kids. I'm also a theater kid.
Yeah.
Like, just blame it on that.
It's what happens.
Yeah.
It's and I'm interested to know, was it like, did you have? Because I mean, when we talked to Nemanja about this, and he was saying, like I was. When my TikToks got big and I was at school, people wanted to be my friend, and it just all of a sudden because I was famous on TikTok and I didn't want to be my friend before. Like, did you have the same sort of?
Did you blow up before you finished school, or was that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, okay, so like
All
year
of year
11,
12.
12. Yeah. So like year 12, obviously it starts turning around. Like I wasn't like, it's just more like people were okay to talk to me and like more open to talk to me. I wasn't like placed on a pedestal. Like even though like. But some people like would start talking to me who I've never talked to before, and I've heard like all these things about them. You know what I mean? Like, it's not their personality.
Would they come into a conversation with you like, "Oh, TikTok," or is it just like trying to like fish for like, "Do you know this person on TikTok? Do you want to?" Is it like
I don't like it was. I think it was just different every time. Like sometimes it was like, like they would just start talking to me randomly, and I'm like, I've never talked to you in my life.
Yeah.
Like. Who are you?
Could you tell that it was? Could you tell when it was like obvious?
Oh yes,
he's famous on TikTok now, so I want to talk to him. Yeah.
Oh yes,
it's a very obvious.
Yes, and like
younger kids.
Yeah, that's why I kind of like glad that like I went through all the bullying and stuff, like because like I was able to really develop myself.
Yeah.
And like now I'm so like I know what to look out for and things like that. Like I'm not like so naive. Like
here's an opinion. This is just what I've observed. It seems to me like my friends who seem to have gone through a stage in their life
some
where
level
they've been
of bullying.
They seem to just have it a bit more like together. And I don't know.
See, like, okay, there was also like the other side of it. So like there's people who are like, oh, you know, good for you. And then there's the other side. Because like one kid pulled me into a room like during film class. Wow. And he's like, hey, you know, like, why are you doing TikToks? That's so stupid. Like, yeah. So he was like, well, you know, that's so stupid. You should stop. Like, you're just embarrassing yourself. And, you know, like
we've had that about the podcast all the time. People just.
So if I was in year 7, that probably would have broke me and I would stop. And there was times where like I made a YouTube channel and people were like, haha, look at him. And that channel died there and then.
Yeah.
So like I can see the progression, you know what I mean? And like if that would have happened and then I just would have stopped, like nothing, like I wouldn't be here with you guys.
Yeah.
So like,
there you go. Well, I feel like for me anyway,
if we started this podcast like
earlier,
like even just like 2-3 years ago,
no way.
We wouldn't be here.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel for me, like, the moment I realised... Because, I mean, I used to be very... I've never been a super self-conscious or just... I've never cared too much about, like, what people think about me. Because it's... But when you realise that, like, people...
It's because his parents just told him that he was the best.
Yeah, so it's definitely a big ego thing. But when you realise that, like, you know, the people that... maybe you're being mean to you or don't like understand what you're doing and why you like it. When you realize that they don't know who you are really, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I have no interest in being friends with you. So if you're going to treat me like that, and so it's just kind of like, you know, if you've got people around you
that support you.
And you, I mean, even if there's one person that you know that you can trust and is your friend, like that's more important than having 10 friends, 20 friends, whatever. So, you know, like it's...
Yeah, no. Because like, okay, there's a girl called Tatiana who's a really good friend of mine. Shout out Tatiana. And like she blatantly refuses to go on TikTok. She's like, there's not my thing, you know, like
make videos or use it at all?
Use it at all.
Fair.
Like obviously she'll get it off Reels and like
I
have a go at her, but like
would Tatiana be watching this podcast right now?
I'm going to force her to watch it.
Okay, good. Just quickly, what drives me insane is my friends, I'm not getting TikTok, it's stupid. And then they show me Reels that are just TikToks. Like you can see that it's got the
logo,
the logo. It's like, just download TikTok.
It's just recycled.
You know,
it's
stupid.
Yeah, so back to Tatiana. So like she has been very good at like keeping me humble. And like, you know, like she's like, you know, I'm there as a friend. And, you know, like, I don't really care about, like, how much followers you have. Obviously, I'll post updates and things on my Instagram, and then she'll be like, oh, you know, congrats. You know, not good enough, but, like, congrats. But, like, she keeps me humble, and I appreciate that because, you know,
that's
like...
good. That's important to have people like that.
Yeah, and, like, then I know, like, when I talk to her, like, you know, it's genuine, and I know, like, she's not there with ulterior motives. And, like, obviously, I've known her for a long time, too, and, like, she's grown up with me beyond before that, so... You know, it's really good to have people like that.
That's a good mindset to have. That's a very important mindset. And on that note,
I was just about to say this, man. On the sentimental note,
it's time to
drink
things and talk about the flavors.
Yes.
Just drinking.
Just drinking. Zane, you have to say just drinking.
Just drinking.
Yeah, baby. Today we're joined by Plus Hemp Energy Drink Guarana flavour. Can't wait. Healthy hydration, healthy mind. Australian made, organically grown hemp, 100% vegan. There you go, boss man. Because you're so
okay, thank you. Yeah, because I'm so environmentally friendly. Jesus. Ingredients: carbonated water, acidity regulator 330, natural flour. I don't care.
100%.
Seems so natural.
Green tea extract. No sugar, no gluten.
Disclaimer, product contains caffeine. This product is not recommended for children, pregnant or lactating women or individuals sensitive to caffeine. Are you sensitive to caffeine?
And it contains guarana?
What is guarana?
It's just the thing that they put in energy. I don't know if it's like a chemical or...
Is it not the thing that used to... They don't take it from bull semen anymore.
No, that's taurine. That's taurine.
That's taurine. It's another thing in energy drinks.
I've heard about taurine.
Yes.
I did some research on taurine. What is it again?
It's an extract of bull semen.
And where do they put it? Like,
But it's in energy drinks.
It can be synthetically made, I think.
Yeah,
now.
they don't
get it from bull semen anymore.
anymore.
But that's why Red Bull is called Red Bull.
There you go.
That's good facts.
Yeah.
Jack. No.
All right, let's crack it open in front of the mics.
All right, yeah.
I can't even get it.
Yeah, good.
It's not fizzy anymore.
Give it a smell.
It smells nice.
It smells fruity.
I smell that
I mean,
green tea extract.
It smells like, like Kirk's. Like,
what,
the
just like
Pashana,
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
what's
yeah.
that?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
Pashana. That's kind of interesting. All right, taste.
Tastes like Kirk's.
It kind of does, sort of.
I have mixed feelings. I could drink this. Hold on.
It doesn't have a. I can't
It's-
relate it to anything.
It's
Like-
very subtle in flavour. However, it has a very tangy aftertaste.
However,
Oh.
feel it. We normally rate drinks out of 10. There's no real like reasoning for the scale. You just kind of have to do. I mean, we say like 5 is water.
You
but
can
then
go
that's
below.
Not very accurate.
You can go
because
below 0 and above 10 if you want.
You just
But
you
that's
can
the
do whatever
scale.
you want. Like if you
Okay.
decide it's like a 14. It's it's out of 10. Out of 10, you have a bit of thinking time.
Here's the scale, right? 10 is the best drink you've ever drunk, ever,
Okay.
and 0 is diarrhea.
But that doesn't work either because then Anyway,
Well,
say
if you
five's
can
go
water.
with that. Go with that.
If you
5's
can
water, but
imagine-
then like. I guess below 5 is a failed
I
drink.
mean,
If
I'm
it-
not
if you-
going to go out and get you some diarrhea to,
If you go below 5, that kind of means you don't want to drink it again.
So, like, where would you rate, like, school camp cordial? Like the very diluted.
Oh.
terrible.
Yeah.
I would rate that at 2.5.
Okay.
Like a 3, yeah, something like that.
Okay. I think I have a result.
All right,
Maybe. But okay. Wait. Does the packaging have to like? Is it?
we
everything?
never normally. I mean,
No,
I guess
not
you can
usually.
factor it in. That's what I mean. There's no specific rules with the. with the
If we
scoring
were to
system.
rate the packaging, I'd rate it on a different scale.
I think it's a really
completely.
cool can. Like it's a matte. It's a bit of a matte black. I've never seen a can that has the like top bit colored.
Yeah.
I don't think. I
Oh,
can
yeah.
only think of cans with like it's all normally silver and then around the outside is.
And of course, being Australian made, it's very, very economically
Well,
friendly.
Yeah, the bottom silver. So I guess
lose point there. No,
lose point there.
surprisingly, it has no sugar. That's what's throwing me off.
That's true. It is a bit sweet.
Yeah, it's probably
How?
a sweetener. Yes.
I'm going.
Artificial.
I'm going with a 6 set.
What
What are you going with? I want to know what you're going to choose first, and then I'll decide.
6.6.
I don't want to give it a 7, but
6.7.
I give too many 7s apparently, so I'm going to just go with a 6.8. I like it a bit more.
See, I was gonna go for a 7. I'm gonna stick with a 7.
You can give it a 7.
I'll stick with a
I
7.
just apparently
Yeah.
Be
give a lot of
assertive.
7s
Yeah.
in just
7.
drinking. So
7.
7. Just drinking.
Just drinking.
Just drinking.
So Zane, is there anything that you get asked on the internet a lot, or people wonder about you that like because it's not really what you do, just answering? Like, have you done Q&A stuff before, or like no? So is there anything that people comment a lot or ask you a lot that you haven't really answered? That
Really?
So
really?
Nothing
would
that I
you
can
say
think of.
would you say that this podcast has been like the first kind of internet thing that's gone
the most get to know you thing
get
you've
to know
done?
you
Yeah.
thing?
Definitely.
So there's no questions that people ever just like have asked you that you're like nothing in particular.
No.
Fair enough.
Is there anything you want to tell the world?
Is there anything that you're passionate about that other than like making TikTok videos and
I don't know. I'll get a charity, and next time I come,
next time you
I'll
come,
plug the charity.
You plug
Yeah.
the charity. That's a good idea. No one's done that before. My next question, I guess, is: do you plan on continuing? Do you plan on continuing your TikTok content the way it is, or is there? Have you started doing any new things that have, or is it mostly still just the documentary stuff?
I mean, yesterday I posted a quote unquote comedy video.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah,
Was that
yeah,
the
yeah.
school one?
Yeah.
The math teacher one. Yes.
So
How did that do?
it did okay. Like a lot of my videos, like so it's either it does really well on the first day and then sort of dies down, or it like builds up over time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like
You got to
Yeah.
dip your toes in each
Yeah.
different thing.
so like views to like ratio at the moment, like I think it has potential to grow a little bit. So like I'm not too worried. It's like at 15,000 now.
Yeah.
See, okay, that's one thing. Like, yeah, no, I always feel bad because like,
well, when you go,
15,000
it's only 15,000,
Yeah,
people go,
yeah.
whoa, 15,000 views. Yeah,
So like, you know, like when I was starting, like if I got 15,000,
you'd be like, whoa.
yeah, I would like cry, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
But now it's like, you know, you mention it and you almost feel so selfish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's. I think it's relative because you know you have to. I mean, I'm sure if I don't know, bigger creators got like 1 million views and they're normally getting 10 million, they'd be like,
Yeah.
whoa, that's not.
Yeah, what's wrong? Like,
Yeah, so it's. I mean, I don't know. The first few TikToks I made, I'd get 100 views and be like, oh, you know, like no. I mean, my personal TikToks, not the podcast TikToks.
Yeah.
One of my TikToks got like 1.5 million views. I mean,
Just,
it's just
one random video.
just one random. I just made it one. I was like,
yeah.
I don't even dedicate any time to it. I was just with some mates. And I was like, yeah, let's just make a TikTok.
Yeah.
And it was so dumb.
But that's the thing about TikTok compared to other platforms is there's never any like guarantee of.
Oh yeah.
Like even if you've got lots of followers, you can still make a video that just doesn't get.
Yep.
You can have loads and loads of followers and you still get no views.
Well, vice versa.
Exactly.
You could have no followers.
No
and
followers and
get
get
a ton
lots
of
of views. So there's never guarantee of anything. Unlike YouTube or Instagram, I guess is still kind of in that same ballpark of there's no guarantee, but there's no For You page on Instagram.
Well, it works to people's advantage though most of the time.
That's true. TikTok's it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing for people that have no followers and no content already, and they can just start making stuff. And you know, if it's good or if people like it, it's going to blow up.
But unless you're super duper famous,
yeah. I mean, obviously, there's famous people that are already famous that make a TikTok account that's got millions of followers in 5 seconds because everyone finds it and follows it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it's a good thing and it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
That it's like.
So yeah, no, getting on that, like, I think the value, it depends, like, because I feel like now. So okay, 2018. If you made like with my editing, you know, like if I put in effort, it would do well because compared to everyone else, everyone was shooting on their phones. Text wasn't even a thing. You had to hold up a piece of paper. So like if I was able to put in text and not hold up a piece of paper.
Do you put the text in on TikTok? I thought is that.
Not anymore.
Oh, but
used to. Yeah. So, so doing that, if it's just a little bit better, then it does well. But like now, I think the more famous people come on, the more
it's getting swamped now.
Yeah.
Like it's going to get to a point eventually with all social
TikTok.
media.
I mean, it becomes Instagram, becomes like that type of thing.
Well, that's the thing with YouTube now. There's just it's very, very hard now to blow up on YouTube at all because
now all the Charlie D'Amelio, they're all
See, that's why people are transitioning out of. I mean, there's what's the other one called that?
Griffin.
No. Triller.
Oh yeah,
that
the app
Triller. Do you have that? No.
What's that?
I don't think it's gonna do well.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh wait, is that the TikTok replacement? For when they were
it's a similar. I haven't really looked
for
into
when
it at all.
for when they were going to close down.
Yeah,
TikTok.
I think that's when it hit its peak. Was when Donald Trump was like, you know, we are thinking about closing TikTok.
And then they just didn't.
Yeah, and now it's like
I never thought they would because it makes too much money. There's too much. There's too many people on the app that they would get rid of it regardless of. But what did they ended up like making a new company to run TikTok in America? Was that not
partnered with Walmart? I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
weird. I know, like the people that own Walmart did something.
Did a something.
I don't know. There's like, well, they have part of TikTok is in America and part of TikTok's in China now because they sold part of the company.
Oh yeah. That's how they got it to keep going.
In my opinion, isn't it still linked to China? That's what I don't get.
Yeah, I don't really know how it works.
It is.
Oh well.
I feel like I feel like Trump just wanted some of the, you know,
the revenue, of
revenue.
course.
The money. Yeah.
So,
we talked a bit to Nemanja and Tommy about like the getting verified process, but it was there like. Do you want to explain more about
what do you
like
even get when you get verified?
It just means that it's like
you get
this.
it's
that is you.
Yeah. No. The whole point is for so that people making fake accounts and stuff, that you can go, oh, this is the real one. You know.
Is getting verified like? Does that mean you can like start
I think
making
verification
revenue?
started on not necessarily. I think verification started on Twitter.
No, okay.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, verification started with Twitter because it was like, because it was mostly like a text-based thing, so it was more to like prove this is the person.
Yeah.
So in some ways, it's kind of less important in like something like TikTok or when there's videos, because you can semi-work out more. It's like, well, if it, and TikTok, watermarks all the videos. So if someone's reposting your content, it's a bit easy to tell compared to Twitter, where it's easy to make fake accounts because it's just text. So it's like, but it's. Do you think verification ticks are like overhyped now? It's like,
do you think mine removed?
No, no, fair enough.
No. Yes.
Do you think it like made a difference at all to like? Did you suddenly gain lots of followers because you had a verification?
I think the intrigue is there when you get it, but then it sort of just dies down.
Yeah.
I don't know, like,
because people make a big deal. It's like, oh, guys, I got verified. Thank you so much. Like, but does it mean that much?
Well, okay. At the time, like when I got it, it meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know how much it means to other people.
Yeah.
I feel like people will see it as like a sign to like that kind of says you are doing well.
That's exactly what I was going to say, because like, I was talking about like having all these YouTube channels and everything, like having that sort of like, good job, like you're finally doing something right. You know what I mean? And like to me personally, that was a big thing. Yeah. Because like it feels like all your hard work is paid off.
Yeah.
So to me, it's a big thing. But like you were saying, like it doesn't come with any like monetization. Like there's no perks.
What do you think about?
Do you do like sponsorships or something to make revenue through it? Or?
So that's the only way currently you can do it. You have to have like product placement or like sponsorships.
Well, that's what Tommy talked about.
Because in the US they have the
Creative
Fund, but they don't have it here.
Tommy talked about how there's still ads on TikTok in Australia and stuff, and no creators make money off that. And is that like, is there anything you can do about that? Or do people, I don't know who you talk to like deal with that, but is there like complaining about that? Do people say like it's not really fair to put ads before ads?
Since they got the Creator Fund in America, everyone's been complaining. So
is it only in America?
Yes. Yeah. So what I know,
wait, not even in China and TikTok owns. That's dumb.
Probably there, but I don't know why they did it. Like, I guess it's to keep people posting, but like, oh well. So what I know is that Australia TikTok, like their headquarters just opened up. Like they got
an actual
division.
physical.
Yeah. So everyone's really hoping that with that
Sydney or something, would it?
Yeah. That's the one thing I hate about living in Perth. Even though I love Perth, I wouldn't move. But like it just feels like all the action's going on the other side.
Well, hopefully with the film studio, we talked about this the other week. Hopefully the film studio being built is a good thing, and it'll
draw more people,
attract a lot of people here. Yeah. What were you saying? Sorry about the.
Oh yeah, no. So, what was I saying
about the
headquarters
in Sydney?
Oh yeah,
verification.
So like everyone's excited for the headquarters because like in their opinion, like more attention's being put on TikTok, and therefore hopefully the Creator Fund will come with it. There was like a new people were getting invited out for events. There was like I don't even remember, but like there were definitely events happening for the first time. So
have you gone to any? I mean, I guess you probably just missed out on it because of COVID and when you got big early last year, so you haven't gone to any.
There's only been one. So
where?
And that was over.
And you went or you didn't go?
No.
Fair enough.
I think one was for Mardi Gras, so not involved in that, but.
That's on now, isn't that happening?
Yeah.
Right
so that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a really, really new thing. The events, but they wanted I know they were talking about more get-togethers, but
never happened.
I don't know anything.
Are you in contact with other TikTokers over East or overseas or that?
So we have a group chat, and
with all the big Australian TikTokers.
We've heard about the big group chat.
Yeah, actually, we did hear about that last time.
Well, okay. So to be fair, it's all the comedy. And I was put in the comedy group chat,
right?
Because back then, I was doing a lot more comedy than I am now. But so everyone shares ideas there. Everyone talks there. Helps each other out when they need.
Oh,
but
good.
To be honest, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this.
Oh.
But all the people in there are 30-year-olds. So there's nothing we can relate to. That's why I'm really appreciative of Alison. Because
do you want to say hi to everyone, Alison?
No, come here and say hi. Alison is Zane's manager and also Tommy and Nemanja.
Just say hi.
Just come say hi.
She's Zane's mic.
Zane's mic?
Yeah.
Hello.
Do you want to say anything to the world, Alison?
Zane can talk.
Okay, Zane can talk.
Okay.
How did you meet Alison? Okay, that was probably, I think Tommy and Nemanja were posting about a new
like them being partnered with a new agency, and like
Oh, so did you? Because they were on the group chat. Is that how it happened? And then you talking to them, and then they.
yeah.
Right.
So I think I talked to Tommy, and he linked me to Alison.
So it's been recent, like in the last. Were you managing
6
Zane?
Since like Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, so a bit after we. Okay, right.
Yeah.
So pretty recent, yeah.
Yeah. So no. But I was with a few agencies before, but they didn't. They were all over East, and again, it was like priority to like those creators and like.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really glad. And back on that, one thing that's good about Perth is like all the younger creators are here. So I really, that's a good thing. Like all the other ones, like like they're really, like it's not bad being old, but but like obviously like their content style is more like like look at my kids, look at like my daily life and like mum life hacks and things like that, and it's very
more like vlogging.
Even though it's like a comedy group chat, I don't know, everyone's gone there, everyone's got a niche.
Yeah. What do you think about, seeing as you want to get into journalism and documentary making and stuff?
Oh yeah,
The fact that generally a documentary isn't short.
yeah,
And like, I mean, transitioning, I guess now you're making videos up to like a minute and a bit, or are you worried about, because obviously everyone says like, oh, no one has an attention span anymore, and that's why TikTok's so good. And have you thought about the fact that like you're going to make an hour and a half long documentary about something, and it's like,
I was part of like film at school, so I'm so used to doing it, and it's actually like I like it more because
you like long form stuff more.
Yeah, because like you can really explain what you're talking about, and it's very visual and like.
Because do you fully script all your videos? Like you write out everything you're going to say. So it's like, there's everything word for word. So I've got a massive Google Doc. Like you keep all your stuff as well.
Oh yeah. Well, I just write it there, and like I just haven't deleted it, so so it's 100 pages.
I'm very precious about
one Google Doc.
Yeah, I had to make a second one now. So
what did they only got?
You write everything on the same document.
Yeah.
Every single one of your videos.
Oh, I don't have my phone, but like I used to do it on my phone, and like the thing is, it just gets too far to scroll, so I just have to start a new one.
Were you doing stuff when you were at school last year? And I guess now, if you're at uni, do you often like? Because I get pulled up for it all the time at school. What are you doing? My work. I sweat. And I'm editing. I'm always editing. Like always.
Like,
so,
do you mean like telling the truth? Is that what?
No, I just mean like, do you struggle to find the time?
School for us right now is kind of getting in the way of the shit that we want to do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. So I did ATAR last year, and like, okay, there was a point where I definitely burnt out, especially like coming up with ideas every day, then having to hand in assignments, studying for exams.
It's crazy.
How many ATAR did you do?
5.
Oh, at least
That's how much.
Yeah, I did 5, but then I dropped 1. So
to 4.
Yeah. So I had to like do well in every single one. So there was a lot of pressure. But yeah, so like there was a point where I burnt out, and like I had to take a month break away from TikTok, and I didn't say anything. And like since then, it's been like almost trying to rebuild. And I think I'm.
Do you think did that hurt your views or like hurt your followers or?
I think because it took it. I'm trying to rebuild now. Like I there was definitely a point where like. It was so weird because like when you don't post and you see the analytics, there's like points where it just jumps some randomly,
like some random other video just gains views again.
Yeah, and I haven't posted in like 2 weeks, and it's like what the heck is this? But like it definitely hurt because like the consistency.
Yeah,
and like no one really knew where I was. I just disappeared.
So you didn't put anything out or like?
No, I don't know. It's that's probably my one regret.
Fair.
No, so you went from like posting every day, silent, for like a month.
But I think like I was just getting so overwhelmed, and I was like, it probably didn't even cross my mind that I should do that.
I mean, that's ATAR.
Oh yes,
that's. It is hard. Like I felt. I mean, it was originally going to be longer. We had a month break, or we had a month break. We just had December off from doing the podcast, and I was really worried. I haven't even told Seth. I was just
shitting yourself.
I was so worried about people just not gonna listen anymore. It's
yeah.
Because maybe and every time.
But the redeeming factor was that was the time where we were going to start filming.
Yes.
Afterwards.
Originally, we were going to have 6 weeks off and have the first 2 weeks of January as well. But then we just went no, and we just started doing.
You did miss it.
Sorry.
Yeah, you did miss it.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely missed and.
It felt weird going back to it. I was like, oh my god.
It was also very different.
Because of the gear.
Yeah, because when we first started doing it, we recorded just with little like lavalier mics. Into my phone, and that was it was like to get a.
And now we have to worry about looking good as well.
I know. Yeah, we used to fully 100%. We used to record the podcast like
in our PJs.
Just all the time. No one
Should
can
have
see.
a onesie day, like that. Make that your thing.
We
and
should do.
then never
Well,
have to
we
worry
should do
about
that.
it.
I mean, we did an episode in Suits, so we should do an episode.
He's so innovative.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Maybe we'll just do an episode in pajamas one day.
Yeah.
But we fully used to like, you know, like if we were over at each other's houses or something.
As Uncle Cliff was saying, he's probably listening. My uncle, he sends me like paragraphs,
Big long reviews every week of the
every
podcast.
week. He's a
Shout out
He's a
to
very
Uncle Cliff.
kind-hearted man. Uncle Cliff suggested that we theme each episode
Like
to different things.
just a random, unrelated theme to what we're talking
I
about.
don't know. Well, Zane mentioned it. Pajamas episode.
Pajamas episode. All right, maybe next week we'll be in pajamas.
Maybe
Who knows?
just need like a Christmas special. Like, you know.
Yeah, we
Maybe.
nearly did a Christmas special, but
then it got too busy.
Then we couldn't be bothered.
Easter's coming up.
We could do an Easter special. I don't know.
Easter
I don't know. What we could
Nah, it's okay.
Chocolate review.
chocolate review. We could just open. We have
Bro,
talked
we should
about.
get the Easter Bunny on the podcast.
We should get the Easter Bunny on the
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
We've talked about when we're both 18. First episode, we're just gonna get drunk on the podcast
Oh, yes.
and just do a whole episode smashed, and that'll be funny.
Yeah. There's
Hopefully.
okay. Well, I don't really like alcohol, but like there's
enough.
one. Yeah. But but I go to a lot of parties, so like I don't really get that one, but I'm there for the music. Anyway.
Yeah.
I love like 2000s music. That's my
That's
beautiful. Yeah, that's
enough.
my favorite. Anyway, so like there's one thing I really like, and it's called mud shakes.
it. Mm-hmm.
So like
Mud shakes.
yeah, so it's kind of like vodka cruises, but it's like it's like a chocolate milkshake, but like with alcohol.
We don't know anything about it.
Don't know anything about alcohol.
Yeah.
We're 17.
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Yeah. So like Easter episode chocolate, highly recommend.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Next year when we're 18, and we can. We've talked about that lots. I mean, we do have a drink segment, so at some point.
Belated Easter episode
What
at Christmas time.
at Christmas time when we're right? Okay, yeah, sure. Do you have any? I think we're nearly at the end of our time. So, do you have any last things that you want to say?
Any last words?
What that I can think of.
Fair
I'm
enough.
like out of ideas today.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Have you done your content stuff for today?
Oh
already?
no, I don't see. I don't know if I'm gonna post today because I've got a party tonight. So
Oh, okay, so it might just be like
Just
one
do
of
a
those
party
days.
vlog.
Well, if for everyone watching, this comes out on Monday
Yep.
at 7 in the morning. If there wasn't a video from Zane on Saturday, it's because he was here, guys. So there you go. Now you have an
Fun fact.
explanation. Thank you very much for coming on.
Thanks so
It's
much
been
for
a
having
pleasure.
me.
You'll definitely be back at some point.
Oh,
So
thank you.
Hopefully.
Hopefully
Please.
with alcohol review.
yeah. Awesome. We will see you guys next week. I've been Dan.
Stop doing that.
I
Every-
like doing it.
I don't like.
doing it.
Okay, I've been said.
I've been Zane.
We'll see you next week. Bye bye. Oh, wait, this camera.
Bye.